So guys, I was working on just some 50/50s on the little small curb here, and every now and again I'd lock in and then sort of slide out and end up in like some sort of front board, and it just got me thinking, can I actually learn to do a front board? And I feel that's going to all begin just trying to actually purposely lock into a front board just on this little curb, and that's a good way for me to get the process rolling. So here we are. It's been a while, but this is AM Skateboards and this is Learn With Me, the front side board slide. Let's see how the locking goes. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially it, just with a bit of commitment. That was nowhere near fast enough. I know I'm only trying to stall and get used to it, but I need to be able to have enough speed to make it to the part of the ledge where I'm aiming to get onto. I'll go with a bit more speed than that. Sort of, the commitment's coming. I kept the heel on. Just got to try and now keep the full foot on, like so. And that is it. It's quite a simple motion, really. I mean, I'm not 100% comfortable with it, but it is pretty simple motion. And I mean, I don't fancy my chances of locking in like I've just done now and sliding backwards while I'm still looking that way. I need to get used to turning around like that. So I want to be like stood on the board and twisted a little bit so I can see what's happening behind me. Need to try and work on that. I mean, that wasn't perfect, but I did twist a little bit. I don't think I twisted. I don't know if I should twist before I lock in, or if locking in and turning around is okay. I mean, I suppose it depends on how long you're planning on sliding for. Now that would be perfect. That is pretty much what I need to be trying to do. Nope, I didn't turn on that one. I'm still not fully comfortable with getting in and turning. It's not like second nature to me at the minute. I need to get it where that is second nature, because if I try and take this to a bigger obstacle and slide it, I feel like I'm going to be in trouble if I'm not turned and ready to look for the exit. There we go. It's more like it. Yeah, it's not fully turned, but it was, I feel that would be enough. I don't feel I have to, especially at the beginning. I mean, maybe I do, how do I know? But I feel like I don't have to exaggerate the turn so much, because I know I'm not going to be sliding for a long distance. I feel like sliding for a long distance, maybe you need to have a bit more turn. I feel with the way I'm going to do it, just on the edge of a rail or ledge at the end of it. I feel like that subtle turn I just did then, just enough to be able to see the end of the ledge and exit, would be enough. I mean, only time will tell, I guess, but I feel that is enough of a subtle thing for me to try and get out, like so. I'm gonna just work on a few more of them, get a little bit more comfortable with it, and leave that for today. And I feel I know where the perfect place to continue this process on is. So to Greystones I went, with its array of different ledges and rails. Felt like this would be the perfect place to take the front side board slide to the next level. So we started off on the mani pad, as you can see, and I just worked on what I tried from the first day, just practicing getting that locking and getting comfortable with the motion. So now I've done that, it's time to try and finally take that technique to the higher ledge. I know I still need more speed, but let's just take it nice and slow to begin with. It's a bit more scurry because it's higher. Shouldn't be, it's just the same technique, but as things are with skateboarding, as it gets slightly higher, the mental barrier builds up higher. I mean, maybe I should try the rail instead of the ledge, just because I learned backside board slides on a rail first, and then also I've actually done a backside board slide on a rail. I've just never done it on this obstacle, so maybe doing it on the obstacle that I already know might be more beneficial. What is it? I just need that one where I just get up there with both feet on. Not even if it's just like this. I just need that one where I just get and keep both feet on. And I'm pretty sure then I can get it. I mean, for a split second, my foot was still on that one. Well, the end of my toe at least, anyway. That is essentially all I need to do. I need to bring both feet on the board. I think I'm going to have to revert to the backside. Now the same. Ah, if I'd have fucking committed, it'd have been alright. Instead I got a shinner because I took my foot off. I just don't think I'm going to commit to this rail. But then again, if I could do it like that, then maybe I would commit. That is it, like that. That subtle angle. But just that subtle angle with the board just getting over. It's sort of like a feeble, but it's not feeble because the board's on there. But you're in sort of a feeble-esque position. That is what I'm aiming for. And not hit the rail as I'm going up. That is it. That is it. I just keep my feet on something a little like that, and we could have it. We're aiming for this sort of position. So I'll be coming up. I'm just, I mean, if you come up at enough of an angle, and it's essentially popping straight. I don't know if that one would work. Why do I keep taking my foot off the board? Jesus. So we're going to go back to the ledge and see how that works, if I can bring myself to commit a bit easier. So even after them few attempts, I feel more confident that I would get it on this ledge than I would on the rail. Ideally, the ledge would be a bit wider. It's a bit of a narrow ledge, this one. But we've got to work with what we've got. At least that shows a little bit of commitment. I know I'm still taking the foot off, but at least I'm bending the knee and lifting it up. Whereas the other way, I was just shooting the leg straight down, and that's never going to work. At least half committing, but with the leg up. It's small progress, and that's all you can hope for at the beginning stages of a new trick. We go. Yeah. If I'd have kept my feet on that, that would have been perfect. There we go. Like, at the minute, I'm not turning enough with my body because I'm focusing too much on being able to see over my shoulder. I need to find that subtle middle ground. Like that. Like that. That was it. That was better than the others. I'm just trying to throw one board slide this way, because I've still never officially board slid this. I just stuck. You know what? I've figured out why we're struggling. The coping's come off this. That's why it's not. There's no coping on this side.
Shit, so you actually might be catching.
That's maybe why we're not actually getting any slide as well. Yeah, it's well hard. So after all this time, that's the reason why I'm struggling with the fucking thing. So the session at Greystones didn't quite go to plan. It wasn't all bad though. I did gain an insight of how my body should be and sort of getting into it a little bit better. So hopefully that'll set me up in good stead. I took a break from the trick after that because I needed to go back to the drawing board and have a think about it. So we're back now, and after being away and thinking, I thought about how I actually learned the backside board slide, and that was just on half of my rail, just slanted into the ground. I brought that now with me, as you'll see over at the side there, and I'm hoping to try and do something similar to what I did on the backside board slide now with the front side board slide. So we start off with it like that, and you're sort of jumping on it, getting used to being on it, go up the rail slightly a bit more each time, and then get a little bit of slide. Now let's get used to actually sliding. And then with the backside board slide, I put bricks under there, which I don't have anymore, sadly. But I've got some other bits I brought from home, which I can hopefully help raise the bar up a little bit. And then that will hopefully help me be able to exit the slide, therefore learning a front side board slide. So this is the plan in practice. Obviously I need to be going a bit faster when I start doing it, just try and get a slide, and I'm doing it on a straight rail that's not got an angle. But for this, it's just about getting on there and slowly but surely getting higher up the rail. I don't know if you've seen then, it was a fraction because the wheel's still caught, but you do get a fraction bit of a slide. And you don't need to go so fast because the rail's on an angle, so it automatically just slides for you anyway. And that's just getting used to that bit of a slide. Just rinse and repeat this, and hopefully I'll be ready to stick a few objects just underneath here just to lift this up, so then as I get on, it'll still be at an angle, so I still don't need an awful lot of speed. As I get on, I've got time to slide, turn off and ride away into the sunset. We're going to have to drill this down a little bit more. Let's get really comfortable, and we'll start adding some obstacles. I feel like I've lost my technique of looking over my back shoulder before I start adding any obstacles to it and actually getting real slides. I need to get that back like that. Oh, that one slid. I don't know if the truck actually caught it or not, I don't know. That's definitely the best slide. Stuck under the rail. I think I need to try and get a bit straighter. I think I'm trying to go in like that. It's going to end up problematic when I try and do it on a real rail. Like that is better, but I'm not looking backwards. That is what I need to try and figure out. Being able to get the full board on like that, but still be looking behind me. Then again, I if I do get on at an angle and slide it a bit, I think it will still work. I just need to not ollie so far over the rail. I need to just get over it with the front. So it could work like that, like so. It's just a matter of how far over you actually get. If you get too far over like this, then you're going to get your back wheel stuck over. You need to be right near the front truck. And it's not ideal. Ideally you'd want to be that way. I think it could work like that. And I have just slid a couple that way. So I think I'm going to try and move on. Am I ready for the next step? Maybe not, but you're not going to find out until you take that next step, are you? Now I'm not sure if these ankle weights are going to be sufficient enough to lift it off the ground, but when it's off the ground, I feel like it could be. If they're not sufficient enough, I do have some little pieces of wood that I can stick there to try and hopefully raise it a little bit more. But let's see how it goes with that. Hopefully my board won't get stuck on the weights as I'm coming in or out, or my fear is that I'll come in at that angle like I was doing, I'm too far over, and I'm going to hit the top of the weight there with a wheel, and it's just going to send me flying forward. But then again, in all honesty, I'm probably going to be getting on real low to the edge, and looking at that, I don't feel like I am going to come off. So I think I'm going to get the wood and add that right now. Now if these two pieces of wood don't do it, then I am in trouble. I mean, I'm not sure all them pieces of wood are actually going to stay sat. Maybe the wood has to go underneath, and then we have these on top. Might be a better idea. Possibly. Try and keep it as close to that edge as possible, and then as I come on, I've got less chance of catching that. I feel that should get me on and off. So there's my little makeshift angled ramp, so I don't have to go too fast, and I should still slide because it's at an angle. If needs be, I'm hoping I don't have to, but if needs be, I do have some wax I can stick on there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this will slide, and you will see AM Skateboard's first ever frontside board slide. Right, so I'm not going to commit to this first one because I'm not sure how that little contraption that I've made at the end is going to hold up. So I want to just throw the board at it first try. See what happened. I mean, it seemed to stay. It did seem to stay. Could be a different story with a body weight on there, but it seemed to stay. Now the question is, can I bring myself to actually commit? Now I want to try and commit. Because that is the real mental barrier, isn't it? I mean, you can already tell I'm chickening out because I'm not even getting high enough up the rail to actually hit the rail. Sort of the back of the board's just catching it and I'm already off. This is where the fun and games really begin. Oh, yeah, maybe it's not secure. We go, commitment again, but again the rail nearly tipped. And I think that was because I was slightly higher up. Hopefully it was just a positioning issue of the wood and the ankle weights. So I know what you guys are probably thinking at this point. Just set the full rail up, it's probably going to be easier. And you're probably not wrong. However, I don't currently have the other half of the rail with me, because I figured this was going to be a good plan. We go. That was solid. I don't know what I've done differently there, but that felt solid. I got on it and it felt solid. It didn't slide, but it felt solid. And it's just a confidence issue, because I don't think I've done anything real different. I just need to believe that it is going to work. Now, right away from a slide. Now, that one didn't tip, it sort of slid off a little bit, but it didn't tip. And I'm kind of battling the obstacle as much as I'm battling a trick. But I still feel, in a way, this is going to be kind of easy because it's on that down slanted angle a little bit. I don't need the speed, so my confidence can be higher due to not going as fast. Whereas if I did it on just a straight rail, got the other piece and connected it together, I'd have to go that little bit faster to get the slide, which will then throw my ollie off and throw the commitment back off. I know the commitment's not great on this at the minute because of the way it is, but I feel like I could get the commitment quicker on this than I would on the full rail, where I have to then go faster. Once I've got this, then the full rail could come into play. But as dodgy as this seems, I do feel this is my personal best option. You guys, maybe this is not a good idea and is worse. But the way I skate and learn in like a slow, methodical pace, I feel this is the best option. There we go. That slid perfectly. And the bar's still up, it didn't move. That was what I needed. That was what I needed. Still keeps sliding off. I wonder if that is just enough without having them stacked together. Because then I feel like it wouldn't slide as much because there's more surface underneath to keep it steady. It's just sliding off the actual wood. Right, is that high enough? It's cutting it fine. Maybe I'll try it like that because I feel that is more secure. That is far more secure, and it did slide. My back wheel just got caught coming off. I think we could make that work. We can definitely make this work, guys, because there's some sort of slide going on and it's a lot more secure. It's not ideal. It would be better if it was an extra piece of wood high, like it was. But this is definitely better. The way these are going, and I'm getting caught on the side of the ankle weight, I feel like even if I did set the full rail up, these feet, these legs, would potentially get in the way anyway. So not only would I have to contend with speed, I'd still have the leg to have to contend with to get out. At least with this, I've only got the issue of getting out. I don't have to deal with having to go too fast for something I'm not really comfortable with. As you can see, they are definitely sliding. It's just, I feel it's probably a fraction too low to the ground. That's stopping me from being able to rotate out. If it was just a little bit higher up, I would get it to that stage. I feel like I'd be able to get it. But when I do that, it's not as stable because it's balancing on this just thin pieces of wood. But let's just try it again like that and see what happens. I mean, if that was a real rail at real speed, I would probably flat on my face there now. But as it is, I slid a tiny bit, stopped, and then managed to scrape something out. Stuck again. I mean, after thinking about that one, maybe just going to fakie is the way. Just getting fully on and just come out right round. Like so. Maybe that is the option for it. Maybe that's where my front boards go. They naturally want to come out to fakie. Which would be bizarre because I'm not great at backside 180s, which is what essentially that move is. Just with a bit of a slide in the middle. Whereas I'm not too bad at frontside 180s, but to come out to fakie doing a backside board slide is just alien to me. It doesn't work. Strange world of skateboarding, eh guys? Strange world. I've also got a feeling learning these could help me with my backside to fakie. I mean, that's for a whole another video, but I feel like if I can get these, coming out fakie the other way will not feel quite as alien. Maybe. I'm just struggling to get out. The rail's not high enough for me to turn out, even though it does feel more natural to be doing this. It's still a struggle to actually get out. maybe, just maybe, it is time to actually try the full rail. Maybe this is not going to work. Maybe. I mean, let's just try a board slide. I'm probably not going to be able to do a board slide right now, but typical. As I go for the board slide, it collapses on me. But yeah, let me just try and actually do a board slide and see if we can get it to slide and come out. Because if it doesn't do that, then I know it's not going to work for the front side board slide. I mean, no, it's not. I'm sliding and sticking even on this. So I don't think this is going to work for landing my slide. I don't think it's high enough up. It needs more height. Because yeah, I'm just sliding and getting stuck. So we need more height. So I went on a little hunt around the skate park to see if there's anything I could use to stick underneath. And I found these twigs and bits of wood. I don't know how useful these are going to be and if it's going to help. But we're going to give it a try because I'm here and I really want to try and get it. So I feel like that's my only real option. It is not ideal, but at least it's something. I mean, it wasn't super stable. It did kind of work. Still struggling to get off the end, but I don't know if that's just a me issue. I mean, that fell apart. And I got off the end. I'm going to give this a go with the backside. Not the backside, sorry, just give it a go with the backside. Then I'm going to give this a go with the front side. Just rolling up to it and looking at it makes me feel uneasy. Let alone actually trying to commit to the trick on that thing. Holy DIY. Bit of commitment. I didn't really fully 100% go for it, but bit of commitment. At this stage though, anything I've said about coming out fakey, going out regular, turning of the shoulder one way or the other way is all out the window. I just want to try and get on the rail, and if I come out, we'll see what happens when I come out, given what it is I'm actually trying to do the trick on. Oh, that slid and it would have come out. Oh, and it stayed in place. And it stayed in place. Yeah. I sort of bounced on it and bounced off. There wasn't really any slide on that whatsoever. That was more of a bounce. crumbled. Oh no! My makeshift piece of wood's fell apart. No! I still got one of them. Can I rely just on that? I don't know. I'll shove these bits in at the back here to try and like make it a bit higher and secure. Does it? I don't know. Something. Just makes me feel a little bit better that there's something else in there. I don't know if that's going to really help anything. Ah, the rail jumped up at me. I feel like I need one of the ankle weights on the back to hold it down like I do when I have it as a normal rail. But I need the ankle weights here. No! I feel like this could work. If I just had a bit of weight of something on the back. Well, nothing. Whoa, there we go. That slid. Did that slide? It felt like it slid. I rolled it off. Is that my first ever frontside board slide? Let's get some more just to make sure. Ah, flicked it off myself. It's not the most conventional rail, but it did the damn trick. And I managed to get my first frontside board slides. I know they weren't pretty, but when you learn a new trick, they never are. It would be nice to get them on a proper rail, but I'm not sure how long that process will take, and I feel I've gone through enough in this video for you guys to be able to learn the frontside board slide along with me in this video, which is what the point of this is. Hence the title, Learn With Me. You're supposed to learn through the things that I'm doing to help you learn the trick as well. And I feel getting them there on that little DIY rail is enough of an insight to show you the trick of what you need. Like I say, not perfect, but that just gives me another reason to make another video on the normal standard flat rail when it's connected together, getting frontside board slides. But until then guys, catch you in a bit.